Hi folks, this is question 10. We just have to draw a scaled, the scale is 1 is to 10. We just have to draw a net of the shape. That just means that will be 2, this will be 3, and that will be 7 when we're drawing it on the grid. So if I'm drawing a net, I should use a ruler for this, but I'll just go freehand. Right, that what I've just drawn is the bottom of the box. Then it has a side flap here that would fold up, and the same the other side. And then it'll have another one of those. And then the actual top of the box is this one. That should be it. Work out the surface area of the box. Well, it's just going to be, the numbers are 2, 3, and 7. So it's 7 times 3. 2 times that plus 2 times 7 times 2. Is that right? Yeah, and plus 2 times 3 times 2. And we just work that out. And that should give us 82 square centimeters. Right, this one then is currency exchange. We have to find it in euro. Therefore, we have to convert this Chinese yuan, into euro. Now, to do that, I'm doing 353,819.34 because I'm going from that back to euro. I'm going to divide. I'm dividing by 7.61, and we use the calculator. That's 46494. And we just have to add on the customs duty to that, which is 1890. And we get 48,384. Right, so this question then, so she gets paid 780 for working 40 hours. So we do 780 times 40, and we see what that gives us. 31200. Sorry, I just misread it. That doesn't make sense. She gets paid a weekly wage of 780. So she gets 780. So if we divide it by 40, it tells us how much she gets per hour. That's 1950. So that's how much she gets per hour. Therefore, this equation then is how much she earns in the week. So 780, that's the wage that she gets for her 40 hours. Then she gets an extra 1950 times, well, it'll be times 1.5 because it's time and a half. So it'll be the 1950 plus 50% of that again. So it's 1.5 times by the number of those that she works. And that has to be equal to what she gets in the end. So the 104325. And that's 2925. N is equal to, bring across to 780. That's 26325. And then N is equal to, we bring across to 29.25 and divide it. And we get N is equal to 9. The shop repair is closed. The charge for repair is given by the formula. C is the charge for the repair. H is the number of hours it took. Find the charge repair when it takes 3 hours to do a repair. The hourly charge X is 3.5 and the discount rate is 1.1. Right, well, we just have to sub in here. So C is equal to 20 times 3 plus 3.5 times 3 over 1.1. That will give us 6409. And second part, we put in the things as we know them. So the charge for the repair is 76. So 76 now is on the left hand side. That goes in for the C. We have 20 times 4. That's X times 4. All over discount rate is 1.2. Well, we bring across 1.2. It was €91.20. And if we bring across the 80 subtracted, we'll get 1120 is equal to 4x. Yeah, so if you bring across, so this is the way it will finish. If you bring across the 80 and subtract it, you get 1120, and then divide by 4 and you get 280. Now the last part then, so d is greater than or equal to 1. What impact would changing d? Well, d is on the bottom of the fraction. Therefore, if d was less than 1, it would just mean the charge is just increases. So charge increases. You'd be dividing by basically a normal fraction then. You'd be dividing by a fraction then. So it would increase the overall charge rapidly. The more you decrease it. That's it. That's all for that question and for that paper.